Hey, so you got to tell me, what is your most wildest story since you've been on the road?
Gosh, I don't know. Because a lot of my career I don't remember because of the acid, you know.
Yeah.
Really?
So you never had like a girl like come up on stage like with a guitar and like, I don't know, like show her boobs and put it
No, I got a
rape you or
blowjob while I was
something?
playing once.
Really?
Yeah.
On stage?
That's pretty impressive.
I thought it was pretty
Where was this?
impressive.
That is
I
pretty
was
impressive.
impressed, believe me. No, we all hated each other. I mean, don't forget, we'd been on the road for the past 3 years, like non-stop, like I said, in the back of the van on top of the equipment, you know.
We didn't breathe oxygen, we breathed Lemmy's feet and each other's farts.
Phil and Eddie were fighting every night, like physical fisticuffs, you know. In Glasgow once, I was playing the One-Armed Bandit in the hotel lobby and they came out sideways from behind this wall where they'd been sitting like, and they rolled into the elevator and it went up. We couldn't go wrong that year. I think we were on every poll in every music paper. I only got beat to the Sex Idol top by David Coverdale. Sex Idol, you know. Wrong guy.
Broke my ear off once, remember?
Yeah.
When we were playing in the Russian steppes, I believe.
That was during A Man Called Horse, wasn't it?
Yes, 50 below zero. And I foolishly was, you know, doing that and it came off in my hand.
Yeah.
You had to stitch it back on for me.
I know, super glue. Amazing thing.
That's where you got to use your Swiss Army knife for the first time, wasn't it?
Well, no, that was Eddie, the Swiss Army knife, wasn't it? When I cut the tip of his nose off when he went blue.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Blue nose.
Blue nose, Phil gave him one of them, you know? And the tip of his nose went blue.
I know, I didn't really mean to do that. I was actually, because somebody, I saw somebody do it to somebody else and I thought, oh, that's good. But I didn't have anybody to practice on. I didn't really think I could do it, right? So I just went, ready. I don't know, we were having a minor argument, I think. I just grabbed hold of his nose like that and twisted it. I didn't hit
Princess
it like that.
Alex, wasn't it?
And it went blue immediately, didn't it?
Princess Alex, it was.
He was ever so annoyed.
I know he was. Eddie's got a blue nose.
I know.
Na, 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 na.
He wouldn't go out for
fucking
ages,
hated
would
it.
he? He hated me.
He hated everybody.
I know.
But especially, he hated his blue nose.
It was so blue, though.
Yeah. I actually went with a sex change once.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How
Well,
did it
I
work
thought
out
if
for
he's
you?
got the guts to have his dick cut off, I got the guts to fuck him, you know? Because that's real commitment, having your nut cut off, isn't it?
What time do you get up?
Well, very often I'm not in bed and I don't go to bed like.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You don't go to bed?
Well, as you get older, you need less sleep, you see.
Yeah.
Plus the fact I take a lot of drugs, so.
Yeah, so you're up.
How long did you stay up to?
2 weeks once. Without a blink. But that was on the old stuff, on methamphetamine hydrochloride, the liquid stuff.
That's impressive.
Back in 70, I think it was. And I felt fine. And all the time, in the 2 weeks, I had 2 individual fruit pies and two raspberry yogurts. That's it. And I went down the speakeasy, this is the end of the 2 weeks, and I felt all right, you know. And there was a friend of mine in there called Lou, and I said, hi Lou, how you doing? She went, ah, like that. And I said, what? You know, and she said, you just said, the fucking lines were down, you know. Here we are in the rainbow, indeed, yes.
Is this your regular hangout?
That's one of them, yes.
How often do you sort of come down?
You know, on national holidays or of a Sunday afternoon, you know, just before I go to church for an evening mass. Or evening mess. I come in about 3 times a week. I mean, it's only 2 blocks from where I live, you know. And it's downhill going home.
That's important.
Oh yeah, it's handy that. Guy in Wales carved it and presented it to me, this fucking great lump of like granite it is. And I told him I'd bring it over here, see if they'd put it in the sidewalk, and they did. So hooray. Hooray for me.
Right.
And him.
Cool.
Where you're sitting, Joe DiMaggio met Marilyn Monroe on a blind date. This used to be called Le Voyager, and it was an Italian restaurant where Sinatra and all his mates hung out. You know, it's changed because time's changed. You know, it's like another planet now from when I first came here. People are different, they think different, they act different. They are different, so fuck them. That's what I say. You know, the old days weren't always worse. The old days here were better to a very, very large extent, believe me. We were optimistic instead of being fucking doomed like they are now. You know. This doom thing is really, you know...
It's fear mode.
It's a bit fucking uphill. It's what?
Yeah.
It's fear mode. The government programming fear into everybody.
Yeah, but they were frightened then too, because they used to have riots down the strip here. The cops used to beat them up with billy clubs in the 70s.
Oh, wow.
And like, you know, they weren't scared then. They were like, you know, they were up for it because
They
they
didn't
knew.
have Starbucks.
Yes, and thank God
On
for
every
that
corner.
Seriously.
too. Fucking Starbucks, yeah.
On every corner.
Well, I believe that they're going to outlaw booze in bars soon. We're all going to sit and drink fucking Starbucks and not smoke. Or if we do, we have them smokeless fucking cigarettes, you know. I don't know what's the matter with everybody. You think you can be safe, you can't be safe. Because a car might run you down any second. Think of that. Never come out the house again. I don't need you on my street, you afraid motherfucker. You know, what's the matter with people? They just want to go to work and come home and lock themselves in behind bars and big fucking thing around the garden like it's a medieval fucking fortress. You know, Christ, who are they hiding from, man? You know, because if the guy wanted to get in, he'd get in, you know. They just pushed each other over the fence and hip, pop, you know. I mean, a jumbo jet taking off from LAX, right? There's like 2,000 smokers smoking 200 cigarettes a day for 30 fucking years. And they want me to stop smoking this? Fuck off, you know, be serious. If you're going to be serious, stop automobiles driving through LA, then I'll give up smoking.
Yeah.
I volunteer for it, you know. But unless you're going to do that, then don't be fucking futile, you know, slogans. The charts were always crap, man, right from when they started having them. You know, there's always, all the shit was up there in the fucking top 10, you know. You might get a few, like, rock and roll things in the bottom half of the top 20, but not a lot, you know. I mean, I did like it when you could get, say, the Yardbirds in the same charts as, you know, Barbra Streisand. That was interesting, because you only had one chart to try and get in. I mean, we went straight in at #1 in the national chart, not the heavy metal fucking chart, or the alternative chart, or the postmodern chart, or the urban renewal chart, you know, or the one man with the leg on a donkey chart. You know, I mean, what the fuck, you know? What's the point of going to the top of the chart, your own little chart? You know, that doesn't mean anything.